And there's lots happening in the world of business and finance. We're going to begin with the top lines we're following at this hour. In line with the announcements made under the Andhra scheme and the union budget, government assesses capitalization needs of public sector banks during the year 2016-17. 75% of the amount collected for each bank being released. Total of 22,915 crore rupees is being allocated. The Economic Offences Wing of the Mumbai Police secured 2,000 crore rupees worth of real estate and financial assets of Financial Technologies or FTIL for attachment. The move comes almost 3 years after the 5,600 crore rupees NSCL scam involving 13,000 investors was discovered. For the quarter ended June 30th, 2016, Wipro reports a decline of 6% in net profit over the year-ago period, while revenues saw an increase of 11%, gives conservative revenue guidance for the September quarter. And rise in loan ticket size and shift of borrower base in favour of urban areas marked a strong rebound in Indian microfinance industries, whose combined gross loan portfolio grew 84% to 53,200 crores from 28,900 crores in the previous year. All right, let's get to some stories in detail now. As the government has provided 22,915 crore rupees of capital to 13 state-run banks, infusing funds early in the fiscal year as it looks to boost lending and shore up economic growth. The biggest beneficiary of the capital allocation is the State Bank of India, the country's largest lender, which gets nearly a third of the total, which is 7,575 crores. The Indian Overseas Bank comes next at 3,101 crore rupees. Now, the move will provide liquidity support for lending operations and also enable banks to raise funds from the market. Let's move on to the other story now. Well, in a bid to foster curiosity, creativity and imagination among young innovators, Niti Aayog on Tuesday signed a 2-year statement of intent with tech giant Intel India to set up the first 10 Atal Tinkering Labs in the country. Part of the government's flagship Atal Innovation Mission, the tie-up will lead to creation of laboratories at schools aimed at teaching skills such as computational thinking, adaptive learning, physical computing and developing a design mindset among students between 12 to 18 years of age.
If India is to grow at rates of 9 to 10% over the next 3 decades, India must become a very, very innovative society, and our total factor productivity must rise very sharply. And for us to become a very innovative society, it's very important that we bring a radical change at the foundation, and that is at the school level.
All right, let's get you an update on the stock markets now. We're going to begin with the US pack first, tell you how they closed in trade yesterday. As you can see, a little bit of a mixed bag with Dow Jones marginally up, while the S&P 500 as well as the Nasdaq both down in trade, close to about 0.3%. Talking about the European markets now and the kind of movement we saw there. Most of the European markets also closing in the red, the CAC 40 as well as the DAC, while the FTSE 100 was up just marginally 2 points in trade. Let's talk about the Asian bosses and tell you how they're performing in morning trade at this point in time. As you can see, most of the Asian markets down in trade, as well as the SGX Nifty giving an indication of what we could be seeing where the Indian markets are concerned. The Straits Times up, though, marginally by about 0.5%, while the Kospi down 130 points in morning trade. Talking about the Indian stock markets and how they managed to close yesterday. Take a look at the charts here. The Sensex and the Nifty were both up, though marginally, but a little bit of a positivity seen where the Indian bosses are concerned. So that's all we have for you in Finance World for today.